Hello everyone, and welcome to DrakeMakes. Last month was spent working on the Moving Meditations 3D Community Challenge. I wanted to use some of the techniques and themes from that render to do some level design. This week, I made another forested scene in Unreal Engine 5 to practice quickly translating a scene from my imagination into something I can run a player character through. Here we go, let's make a level. So, to get things started, I laid out a plane and a large wall using assets from the Industrial Area pack. I'm using a horror template project I found online. Here I copy the character controller over from the sample scene into my environment. And now I start experimenting with different lighting setups. The Megascans Library has some path assets which I used as a starting point to build off of. I then placed some big tree root models to shape out some landscape around the path. And after that, I start laying down some trees. These trees are also from the Megascans Library, and as you can see, they don't have any tops. I wanted to experiment with these, using a thick volumetric fog volume to make it look as if the tops of the trees are disappearing into a cloud. Here we go, now I start working on that fog I mentioned. This is from the FluidNinjaVFX pack. And this is some intense fog, which is what I named the folder it's contained in. I have the settings cranked, so it's really like the characters walking through soup. I think this effect comes out effective, although the real interest comes from the god rays produced by such a thick fog layer. The final result creates a calm yet eerie vibe throughout the scene. Then I add in some foliage from the Modular Lost Ruins kit in the form of some ferns and bushes. This is to mask all the hard edges between assets since I'm not actually making a proper landscape. Using the foliage tools, I adjust the brush size and density, zoom out, and channel Bob Ross as much as I can. So the name of the game with this scene was Hiding Hard Edges. Since I didn't want to do any hand sculpting or merging any meshes together, it was all just strategically placed assets, and anything I couldn't hide directly would be covered in plants. Real quick, I'm just deleting the entire sample scene. And now replacing the gates with better gates. actually see the exact point I started to get lazy here. Now I start batch copying and pasting all the hand-placed trees I want, and then soon afterwards I switch over to just brushing them in with the foliage tools. The forest to feel really dense, so I just kept adding more trees to hide the horizon line. And now I start going really crazy with the fog. I actually have two of the volumes stacked on top of one another with different densities set, so that way it's more of a gradient going upwards. This took a lot of tweaking though. I found myself getting really picky with how I wanted the final look. I also added in some invisible colliders to contain the player to where I want them. After a back and forth of adding more trees and foliage, I extend the wall to surround the map. Once this is all set up, after a few more finishing touches, we have a scene. I hope you enjoy the following walkthrough. There you have it, an eerie and atmospheric playable forest scene. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this process video, and I will see you next time.